Hey, Tim, you still on bitch from 666.
Let me clear my throat. Kick it over here, baby. Pop.
Back up in this HG, licking flavor on some Memphis.
April Fool's Day if you celebrate it, but you know we ain't no fools today or any day. So today's gonna be more of just like a kind of organic connection, conversation, reflection moment for Coach Green and myself. I kind of tapped him last minute, like hop on Motivation Monday with me. So we are today on Monday recording for today, release on Monday.
Get done.
Got to get it done. So first, I just want to say happy spring. I don't know how the weather has been in whatever city you're residing in, but I know it's been a little back and forth in Seattle as well as in Memphis. Just it want to be spring, it don't want to be spring, but we're here for all the spring things, all of the flourishment, all of the nutrients, all of the sun. Sun really loves us and loves our skin, so we are here for all of it. Got to wipe off the camera to make sure. Nice view. So Coach Green, have you ever heard the term April showers bring May flowers?
Yeah, heard that growing up.
What does that mean to you?
Well, specific, I guess, like from the surface level, it just means it's gonna rain a lot in April, and it's gonna bring sunshine and flowers in May. So I mean, as a kid, that's always how I thought about it: is be prepared to get some rain this month, because that's what's gonna make all the flowers bloom and the trees get back to full like leaves all over the trees. Because it's still some of the trees are still barren out here, but the pollen is thick and you can smell spring in the air. And we've been getting a lot of overcast days the past few days, so the rain is definitely coming.
Definitely. And I agree. Like, that's how I definitely learned about the seasons changing growing up. But I want us to take this moment to also think about just how it applies to us as far as people getting through the month, the human side of it. And so for me, we just finished Q1 of the year. January, February, March, gone, boom. Sometimes it seems like it's real fast. Sometimes it seems like it's real slow. But April is a time for us to nourish ourselves, replenish. And it also, from the flip side of that, could mean that this may be a really difficult, challenging time for you. It may be just like some people consider the rain and overcast like not a good space or moment for them. But just know that it's really setting you up for what's coming next, which is the flourishment, the blooming. Like as the rain is happening, growing is happening in that season as well. This is typically the time where people who want to plant things or like we want to reseed the yard, this is the time for that because there's a lot of rain, there's a lot of moisture and things like that. So I just want to remind people that if it feels like it's a heavy time, if it's a lot going on, like that is, is definitely valid and it's happening, but it is to set you up for something that's coming, something that's about to manifest, something that's about to flourish. And it may not wait till May. It say May flowers, but you can get your flowers tomorrow. Maybe it'll be a little bit after May, but just don't give up. Just keep pushing, keep pressing, keep thinking and understanding that this rain season is needed. These showers are needed. Anything you want to add to that, Coach Green?
I mean, not really. It's just, I mean, it's just it goes into just balance in general in life. I mean, ups and downs, rights, ins and outs. Same thing with like rain and sunshine. It's just balance. Like nobody wants to be in a place where it's nothing but sun, never rain, and nobody wants to be in a place where it's raining all the time with no sun. So, I mean, I just think that just I guess from a metaphorical standpoint, just like understanding that there's balance. So if you got something going, if you feel like you got a shower coming down on you, the universe is gonna balance out. Like it has to. It's not gonna be raining all the time. Like it's gonna eventually bring sunshine, flowers, regardless, because it's just how it works. But just understanding that just understanding balance and that saying can help you get through what you were just explaining, like a time where you feel like this may be tough or hard, but understanding in your head, not knowing what the finish line look like, the balance of, yeah, it's hard now, but it's not hard forever. Like if it's hard now, that means if I keep doing it, it should get easier. So
Yeah. Yeah, I love that. One of the sayings I feel like they used to tell me back in the day was that what is hard now will get easier later. So just like you said, remember that. Remember to keep pushing. Remember that it's gonna happen. Like the balance is coming, but also the blessings and like the excitement is gonna come as well. If that's what you're, pressing for, you working on something, you just keep pressing, keep pushing one step at a time, one day at a time, you'll get there. And so I think about that, especially as we talk about what's coming up for Team Green, which is our summer skills academies. This is from 2019, but um when we first started this journey back in 2014, like to be quite honest, we started it way before 2014. Um, we were already as a family doing stuff in the community, helping out other people. Wanted to do some skills academies or camps with my brother while he was playing ball. And child, them NCAA rules, they will get you every time. We ain't want to put nobody in no type of predicament. So we was like, let's just hold off onto it. Fast forward to 2014, officially incorporated as a nonprofit, 501(c)(3), started the programs. And it ain't always been easy. I mean, it's still never easy. We want it to be challenging a little bit, but just wanted to take this moment as we prepare for that we just to share that we never stopped. We kept pushing.
man,
We even if it was 2 kids, if it was 100 kids, because we've been on both sides of the realm, we gave the best, and we will always give the best because we're always about individualized support. So when I think about April showers, bring May flowers, I think about that as well. Like we grind and we did like a lot of the grunt work early on so that we could have a program that is successful and continues to impact people in different ways and different opportunities. And you've already heard from some of those people this year already. And we'll hear from more as the year progresses. But, that's what it's about. It's about doing that thing that helps impact in a positive way. So any reflections from any of the camps, Coach Green, that stick out to you to most? And it could be from the camps or skills academies, y'all. We still transitioning language from camps to skills academies. But it could be something specifically from those moments, or it could be something, that has been outside of it, but a direct impact from the camps or skills academies.
so I have two things that really, I guess, stick out for me when it comes to the skills academies. One, I guess it's three things. Well, one is just, just doing it, every day. Every day, every year. Like just being able to do it every year. And I don't know, it's like you said, the mentality behind going into it, whether or not, it was a lot of work, a lot of like ins and outs and logistical stuff or last minute stuff. Like no matter what year, it's just like it always feels exciting to like do it every year. And just and it's exciting to like to the unknown of not knowing like what kids are gonna like, just how it's just, I don't know, it's something about that fresh interaction that you have every year with like a new set of kids or kids from last year. And it just, you feel that you start to feel some of those like attachment moments with the kids where you from previous years, you're like, it's like they coming in, they already know what's, it's just, I don't know, it's the camp just happening in itself. Just this like my favorite thing, honestly. But two of the other things are, one, just the way that when I hit my guys up about coaching, just how like willing they are to like, just like, I don't know how busy they are in their own right. You know, they all coach, they all train, they all do summer stuff. So it's like just for them to be so excited and willing to do, even if they only can do 1 day or 2 days, it's like I just appreciate the want to not help me, like you not help Jasmine or our parents or Team Green in general, but you're helping the next generation of kids who are going to turn into adults like us, who are going to turn into the next leaders of our society. So just seeing others being selfless enough to just give up their time and that energy to kids they don't know, families like these, like we're literally installing positive reinforcement into these kids, which goes back into their households where their families are, which takes it to another level. So if I'm a kid and I'm the young in my family, I bring that energy to my household. Now I can start to change even the energy in my household. And I feel like that I don't know that's a very underrated thing to me is the time and the energy that the coaches and not even just the on the court coaches, like everybody that's a coach there. Like it's just I know how I felt being a kid, growing up, going to skills academies, going to camps, going to different things, and seeing how like, man, I'm not getting like everybody not getting attention. Everybody not, it's like I don't know every coach name, when I leave. Or I don't know, it's like I just like the fact that I know for a fact that those kids leave knowing all the coaches' names, even wanting to reach out to coaches for extra work after. So it's just like they don't even be wanting to leave the camp on the day. So it's just like it lets me know that we're making a true, genuine connection. And then last but not least, I just really appreciate so this is something that let me know that what we were doing, I always, I know what comes from the heart reaches the heart, all of that. I know I know what we're doing it with a great spirit, but I knew once when Coach Pat did our virtual camp that year for COVID, and he was just and literally like just his willingness to go downtown and just like record himself doing drills and stuff like that. It's like, man, it showed me that there is some belief in this. Like this is not like this could have easily been a year where we just like, man, we just gonna, just ain't gonna do nothing. We just gonna like when we can get back out and get back in the gym, we'll like start it back up. But the fact that we were able to create a situation where we still had, like what we still gave the kids a chance to learn, like a chance to interact, engage, and everything. And when I saw that happened, it let me know like, okay, what we're doing, even though we had been doing it a few years prior, but like I was like, man, that let me know like, yeah, this is it. Like this is the Skills Academy camp stuff that we do as far as from a basketball standpoint. I think that it's like it is one of the most beneficial things that kids can get involved with in the summer, not just from a basketball standpoint. It's just from growing up in life, energy, being around people who can really help you through your thoughts, help you through scenarios and situations that they have experienced, but then also have enough wherewithal to, even if they haven't experienced it, they're able to understand what you are saying and try to help instead of just lead you astray, So really, I guess like just from those three things, all in all, I just really just love the fact that the whole, just the energy surrounding the Skills Academy from our camp, our team, and from the outside, it's just always so positive and exciting. Like even when we don't think we're gonna have everything we need for the camp, we end up having. It's just I don't know. It just lets me know that what we're doing is the right thing to do.
It's what we're supposed to be doing. And I think it also pays tribute to those who were part of our village growing up, still part of our village. Our parents definitely set a great foundation. It's one I attribute wanting to help others as one of the things that we learned from them because we saw it constantly in the house, how they were there for us, how they would also take a step back and be like, I don't know what's best, but I'm here to help you through it. So let's just communicate through it. And I think that's the approach that we take with all the participants, all the families that we connect with. You know, it's like, how can we just be part of the village? How can we put the resources together and make, you know, it happen? So I think those are great reflections and I love it. And I love to see when we're out and about or, you know, I'm out or you're out and we see, or, you know, our parents or whoever who has helped with Team Green, they see someone who's participated in one of the programs in the past. And it's just like, you've grown up, you're just doing such great things,
Man,
like, you know, and they remember us. They remember being part of the family. They are still part of the family. And so that
super.
always makes my heart smile for sure, because that's what it's about.
I
That is,
miss, I miss, I miss saying this. I'm sorry. The to see a camper turn into a coach for the
mm,
camp. I mean, I can't really like this. It just goes. I don't have to explain nothing else about like how that made me feel. Just like because it's like to me, it's like man, I don't know. Well, we don't know. None of us know the actual imprint or impact that we're making on each kid individually as they're going through the camp year by year, and then once they get to 14, like say they go through the camp 9 all the way from 9 to 14. Once they get to 14, technically from 14 until they graduate high school, they're not doing they don't we're not doing any camps for high schoolers.
mhm.
So it's like so technically, yeah, they're still Team Green family, but they've been a few years removed from the last time they were at the camp. But to see those kids graduate high school and come back to coach and want to help with the camp, coach at the camp, it just let me know that like man, like what we did when they were sixth, seventh, and eighth graders had it stayed with them all the it's still with them. So that I'm gonna be honest with you, like just I mean, even like Porter, who was who you had scheduled for this Monday motivation, for him being a coach last year, it's just like it just showed me like, man, I don't know who he, you know, which one of these coaches he, you know, like took a liking to or whatever, but whoever he did, it got him stuck. And now he's like, he's literally part of our family. And I can't, I, once he showed me his little Georgia War keychain, like
Oh
when
my
I first
goodness.
coach, it's just like it's still on his keys that he uses for his car. Like it's just like it just lets me know, like, man, you never know that kid. Like he may get in his 30s and 40s and 50s and still have a key. Like it's just like those little things just all they mean so much to me. Like it goes without saying. Like I don't even those are the things that make me feel appreciated. That's how I know, like when people are always looking for like credit or stuff, like I see those things as like that's how you giving us credit.
That's
Like,
the measurement of success.
yeah,
Fact.
that's how you showing us that what we are doing is the right thing to do. It's like this. I heard somebody say the other day. It's destiny versus life. Like at this point, this is our like yeah we choose, but this is our destiny. We didn't. This is not something we thought we were going to be doing. We were kids. None of that. We didn't choose to. Like it's like now it gets to a point where we're doing it and it's just happening. So it's just like destiny. Like it's just
Yeah.
supposed to happen.
It
Like
feels weird for it not to happen, right? Like it's weird when
exactly.
COVID came and you know we couldn't meet in person like that. That was a big. I think it impacted us more than anything. And
Nah, for
a couple
sure.
things you said made me want to say three things so people understand. One, every coach, every person who helps with our skills academies or even our STEM fairs, our tutoring, etc., they're all volunteers. Like no
Man,
one is getting paid a hourly wage or salary.
they have
Everybody's
a want to
volunteer.
do.
Right, and they want to do it. They reach out, so it's like that makes it even more special because they're putting their time, talent, treasures all into helping the next generation. The other thing I wanted to say is that yes, you will hear from Porter next year. I mean next not next year. You'll hear from him in one of the upcoming months. And that definitely was something that was so like, well, first of all, they grow up and then they're taller than me. And that make me feel some type of way. But it's so great to see them want to give back and actually be super involved. It's not like, oh, I want to coach, volunteer, and sit around. Like, no, they no need any instruction. They come in and do what needs to be done with the expectation level that we have as part of our programming, which we have very high level of
But they get it. They've been through it, so they get it.
yeah,
They
so they get
understand.
it.
Like it's not too much. It's not all right, we can play a little bit. It's not too much chill time between now and this, and then this and this. Like it's just it's a way to keep it. They understand. Like man, when I was here, they kept this how they kept it on point. So I just fall right in line and do
Get
the
on
same thing.
point. Yeah. And then the other thing I wanted to mention, they reminded me of a program actually that Dakota, who was one of the students from our Seattle camps a few of the years, he actually went back. So he's in high school now, but he went back and started like an after school kind of like basketball program, or he's been trying to start it up with his
Oh,
middle school. And so I'm like, y'all let us know how we can help, because we all about that. I love it. I love to see it. I love people wanting to give back to those and help bring them up with him. And so that I'm just like, so when you come up for the Seattle Skills Academy, we'll definitely have to go in and help out on one of the times that he does it. I think he does it on Saturdays. So I'm just like, these kids is out here doing it, is doing it. And then the last thing you mentioned, the Georgia War, and that, oh my goodness, takes us back. So when we initially, the first year we did the camp, it was like, we didn't know what was gonna happen, y'all. We came in, got random t-shirts. We didn't know who was gonna show up. We used the free school, like summer lunch for the kids. After that year,
it was very. It was very. It was a learning
it
experience.
was a learning experience, and our family was there with us the whole way. Our little cousin, may he rest in peace. His name is Vincent. We call him George. And so once he passed, we've dedicated all of our summer programming regarding basketball to him. He was a sports fanatic. He did every sport in the book. He rode horses. He did it all. Um, and so that year after he passed, we had a category called the George Award, which really highlighted and acknowledged participants in the camp, that it wasn't based on their skill, it wasn't based on how their percentage, how well they shot, none of that. It was based on their character.
For
And
sure.
so the coaches got to pick out some of the participants as they observed them during the week. And so to know that Porter has it on his keychain, it almost made me shed a tear, because I'm just like, whoo, brings back some
I
memories.
first when I first got to White Station, like the first day of spring, like spring practice, like a couple years ago, he literally like it was Porter's senior year. So yep. So it was Porter's senior year, and I didn't know he was there, and because he was at East, and first thing he showed me when he seen me, he was like, dude, you ain't gonna even believe this, and just showed me the keychain. I was like, phew. It was like, dude, you don't even understand how much they're right there. Just like they just got me. They just gave me another 10 years of camp, like skills. Like it just got me through another 10, like where I can just do them. And I don't know. I think a lot of it. I think a lot of what because I love basketball so much. Like oh my goodness, like love. But not to the point where I've let it like beat me down. So even just being in a position now to still use the game to help other kids find out more about themselves or in the game or just teach life through the game kind of. I just feel like that I'm just grateful because it's giving me a gateway of communication to the next generation. Like without feeling like, like because just like our generation, how we look at the generation above us, like y'all so slow, y'all do everything, y'all did it. Like it's like I can only imagine the generation up under us kind of feeling the same type of ways about us in a sense. But it's like me being able to be at White Station and communicating with them on something that I know the respect is there. Like you can't like I've already experienced and I've accomplished things in this sport. So just being able to relate things to them through basketball or just like it makes it easier for me to understand like what this generation needs. What do they want? Like not even just in the sports, but just like in general in life. Like what are the things that are kind of in their heads that they're always thinking about because their exposure, their access, their resources is different than ours and different than, and even more different than the generation before us. So in order for us to always make sure that we are providing what's needed, we gotta be connected to them to understand them. So
Absolutely.
I'm just trying to make sure that that's one reason why I love seeing like the kids that were literally kids, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13-year olds, now growing up and being in college and still connected to us as if like, and not feeling the disconnect. It's like, man, like they're older than me, or because when they were kids, they look at us as like adult coaches. So now since they're 8 adults, essentially, I'm grateful to feel the feeling of they still look at me as like an OG or like, and not like a peer, not like I'm not listening to him no more or not, just because
The
I'm older.
respect is still there.
Man, I'm so grateful for that.
Yeah, yeah, I love it. And I'm so grateful that this last year we were able to implement some STEM things into our skills academy. Um,
Okay.
just because, because we've always been a life skills camp. It's through basketball. Like my brother has the basketball background and I have the science STEM background. And so being able to merge those like truly together this past Memphis Skills Academy was definitely one of the highlights to see the little, things pop off in front on top of people's head like, "Oh, wow." Like, I didn't realize how connected STEM was to basketball, and, so hopefully and it's all about just giving exposure and
For
knowledge.
sure.
Knowledge is power. So, being able to equip students and people in general with multiple tools in their arsenal to succeed and progress in life, that's what it's all about. Nobody is just a one road, one hit wonder. We all are great at various things. And so just making sure students understand that is always, one of our goals in the forefront. So I'm excited to bring back another one this year, see how we can uh get the STEM thing going, the activities where they can really get involved and in tune into other aspects of things as they're continuing to grow. So that's awesome. I think we've been doing some good stuff. So I'm gonna bring it back around to the April showers because we actually are preparing for our summer camps. And as I told you all, um, everybody who helps volunteers, but to make them run smoothly, we definitely have to have all of the partnerships, all of the sponsorships, all the donations. So April will bring showers and we're going to ask our community friends, partners, families to shower us with all of the good things that you have. If you want to volunteer, let us know. If you want to donate, definitely donate. If you want to connect in any kind of way, partner, and not just for summer programs, but really for any time of the year. We do programming throughout the year for academic or other extracurricular things, and we'll be expanding our basketball programming throughout the year as well. So all of the thoughts, the time, treasures, talents that you want to share with Team Green, this is that month to do that. We'll have a couple giving campaigns this month as well. So just putting you on notice to be ready. So you can shower us with your love offerings.
I'm wrong with it. Come on. They
Yeah.
right back into the community.
Come on with it. So as we sign off for this month, we just really hope that this second quarter goes well for you. If you are in a place where it's super challenging, number one, you ain't got to go through it by yourself, but also just know that it's that watering season for you. It's showering you so that the blossoming and the fruit and the manifestation will come because you need the nutrients. Any last words from you, Coach Green? Any last motivation for April?
Man, not really, man. Just I mean, I guess I'll say one thing. Uh
Yeah, he always say, "No, not really," but I actually do got something to say.
it's like because if I don't say something, then it's almost like I don't want to leave you guys I could have said something and it's like it could help that one person. So I'm just like, you know what, let me say it.
Say it.
So I was just gonna say, man, whatever you're doing, this is Monday motivation. Whatever you're doing in life, whatever you're trying to do, whatever you are aspiring to do, there is no right or wrong way. The right way to do it is to do it. The wrong way to do it is to not do it. So never think that you can do this, and this, and this is just gonna work. The only way for it to work is for you to do it. And the thing about doing it is, as you continue to do things, the universe just continues to open up. Like it's just, I mean, it's because you're working with the universe. Like if you're working, is like I said, balance earlier. Like there's no way that you're working and God and the universe is not working. Like they say, you have to meet them halfway. So if you are doing nothing, nothing's gonna happen. Like it's just, but if you do something, something's gonna happen. It's just as cliche and as simple as that sound. That's literally it. Like every time we do something, something happens. Every time we not doing nothing, nothing happens. So I would just encourage everybody, anything you're doing, I'm talking about, even if it's the smallest thought idea, just do it. And then once you do it, get all the data, figure out what you, and the crazy part about doing it is you're gonna either two things gonna happen. You're gonna either realize that you don't want to do it, or you're gonna realize that you want to keep doing it. So it's like just, but when you don't do nothing, at all, you don't get any data, you don't have no choices. Like it's just nothing. So motivation Monday, if you want to do something, just do it. My girl Glow said, at the end of the day gonna end. All right,
One of my favorites.
So
Like I say that all the time.
if you gonna do it,
might as well
do it.
do it before the day end, because at the end of the day gonna end.
They gonna end.
Gloria, hallelujah. Mm-hmm.
If they don't see it,
Well, we appreciate y'all, family. Keep your head up, keep pushing forward, and know that Team Green got your back. So reach out to us if there's anything we can do. And as we will reach out to you, like I said, we are preparing for our giving campaign for spring. So we will be reaching out to all of our family, friends, partners, homies, whoever, whatever you want to be. That's what we're gonna reach out to.
Anything counts. Like people think that when you make donations, I gotta make 100, or you can make a $1 donation. Like it's like everything counts towards the benefiting of what we're trying to do in the community with the kids, even adults. Like just the programming. Like no donation is a small donation. Every donation we take with open arms, and we are so grateful for it.
Absolutely, and it is all deductible, tax deductible. So we got you on the business front, standing on business with that. So appreciate you all. Thank you, Coach Green, for letting me tap you last minute. I think this was a good moment to have as we transition into this next quarter of the year. So appreciate you and appreciate all the gems you were dropping. And y'all just keep your head up, keep pushing forward. Let us know if anything happening, and we'll be there for you. And go ahead, Coach Green, had the final words.
I was gonna say, sign up for the camp.
Yes, sign up for the camp.
Sign-ups are open. Go sign your cousins, sisters, brothers, nieces, nephews. Go sign them up for the camp. It's not a whole lot of spaces, but sign them up. We try to do our best to accept everybody that want to come. But in order for we got to get y'all to sign. Y'all got to sign up. Don't wait till the last minute. We trying to get some things together for y'all before the camp. So in order for that to happen, we need for you guys to go ahead and sign up so we can make sure, we got that together for you. But don't wait till the last minute. www.teamgreen.org. Go sign your kids up.
Put the link down where I'm pointing.
This is how they be doing
what they be doing on the thing. Oh, I need to work out because we're gonna work out too. Or put it up.
I mean, they just be like,
wherever we point is where I'm gonna put the link. So sign up.
The link just pop on my hands like,
hey, editing magic. But we appreciate y'all. We'll see y'all next month, and have a great, blessed, beautiful, productive day. Hope you all stay safe. Appreciate you. Bye.
Don't get food in April.
Don't get food in April. I was like, what you say? Don't be April's food. Don't get food in April. by Coach Green. All right. Peace out.
Wishing I turn it down, take my shit down. You're from the south, but you can feel it all in the mouth. Yeah, come at the ground. Yeah, look at us now. Making easy money, pimping style. I'm the shining light.